truly, it is difficult to even add more to what my two colleagues, especially Idris, has said. But before I go into that, I want to also make it clear that none of us, except for Olu Martin, maybe, are not a youth. I've not seen any definition that puts a 45-year-old as a youth. None. Now, I am not comfortable with that, with 50-year, 60-year-old people just occupying spaces that very young people within the ages of 15, 24, or 35, depending on what definition you are looking at, should be occupying. So what I worry about, especially in northern Nigeria, is that every single day I wake up, the first thing, I am even sometimes afraid to come on social media, because the first thing that greets me is the abduction of people. Just yesterday in Kaduna, I learned that within the metropolis, people were kidnapped, and most of the people that are engaged in this criminality are very, very young people. You see them; some of them are even kids. And I think what we are breeding for the future is something that should scare all of us. And unfortunately, it is no longer a thing of the North. It is something that is everywhere. So in the mind of the average young person in Nigeria is, how do we get the kids that are out of school, how do we get them back in school? Not just in school, but in school that have quality. Because sometimes it's not just getting people back to school, but what quality do we have in the school? And the schools that we even have, how do we prepare these young people, not for a future that does not offer them anything, but for a future that offers them something? I've been to many conferences and classes here on policy. And you hear a lot of conversations around the fact that Africa has the highest population of young people in the world, and it will even get even not quite higher than say Asia, because Asia has higher population than Africa. But if you compare population to population, we have a large population of young people. But again, that population can be both either a blessing or it can be a curse. At the rate we are going, especially in Nigeria, especially in northern Nigeria, I'm afraid that if we do not do something very seriously to engage these young people, that population, that demography, instead of becoming a blessing to us as it is for other parts of the world, it would be a curse. And I'm afraid for us.